Hey, welcome to drinknectar.com. I'm your host, Josh Wade, and this is the internet's place to explore the five senses of coffee and wine. Today we are at Arbor Crest Winery overlooking the Spokane Valley, historic Cliff House mansion. We're going to head on inside and see what the history is of this amazing place and talk about the grounds and the events they have, and talk about the most important part, and that's the wine that Arbor Crest has. Welcome to the tasting room here. I've been sitting for the last few minutes talking to Jim Van Lobensel's of Arbor Crest Winery, and his wife Christina is the winemaker. Thanks for having me out here. I appreciate the time. Give us a little bit of brief history and story behind Arbor Crest and the Cliff House Mansion, such an icon in the valley that everyone is familiar with.
Absolutely. Well, Arbor Crest started in 1982, and we were the 29th winery. And my wife's family, her parents and her uncle decided that they wanted to get out of the farming industry and producing cherries, pie filling, so they said, well, let's make some wine. And so in 1982,
it's a natural progression. Cherry
pies,
wine,
farming, and you know, just the transitions. And the family wanted to keep its roots in agriculture, and wine is definitely an agricultural commodity. So, 1982, they started the Arbor Crest, and in 1985, they purchased the Riblet Estate, which was a historic site here in Spokane, 300-foot cliff overlooking the Spokane Valley and the city of Spokane, and really started to establish the brand.
So the Cliff House Mansion, I mean, it overlooks all the Spokane Valley, and if you live in the area, it's definitely an iconic presence in the space. When was it built, and what was it built for? Just a real brief, story on that.
The property started with an inventor named Royal Ribbon. He came to Spokane in the early 20s, 1924. Had the property and started building the Cliff House. The significance was his brother started the Riblet Tramway Company, and so people always associated the family with Royal Riblet. Royal actually designed the squirrel wheel tractor, which we still have up here and restored, and so he kind of dabbled in many different areas. He created a parking hoist that parked 3 cars on top of each other. Just real eccentric things.
Right. So when you guys took over, it was 99, right?
Yep.
I was thinking. It was 1999, and you and your wife had a definite vision for where you wanted to take the brand, the product. So tell us, how that took place, and then how it's been going for the last 10 years.
Well, of course, the goal with any winery is to make a great product and have it affordable. And for Christina and I, that's probably the foremost in our mind. Arbor Crest really had started as a brand. It had 19 products. We still have 19 products, but we've refined that. And now we do 1 or 2 sweet wines, a Riesling and a Blush. And our goal has been really to be known as a Bordeaux house, as you mentioned. So Sauvignon Blanc, which we've done since day one, but Merlot and Cab are really 2 of our core products now. And we flip-flop from a white wine producing winery to a red wine producing winery. The thing that's really been fun for Christina is to explore what Washington varietals are available and which ones are growing really well on the sites. We have older vines now than California.
Oh, wow.
Because they've replanted in the 80s, and now our vines are actually more mature, and that gives us a distinct advantage.
When you drive up here, I mean, you see you've got the vineyard, and for me, ignorantly, I always thought it was for show and looks. But I learned something today. They guys actually do use that to produce sparkling wine, right?
That's correct. Spokane, although it's cold and so forth, we can make vinifera varietal wines. But we decided, because it is so cold here, that we would use that for champagne grapes. So we have Pinot Meunier, Pinot Gris, Pinot Noir, and some Chardonnay out there. And then we make our local champagne house, add some bubbles.
People associate this amazing grounds with events that you guys have. You guys have done a great job over the course of the last 10 years of turning it into a space that wasn't used very much or used very well, and now you've got some really key signature things that happen throughout the summer. Tell us about some of those.
I think one of the great things is this property lends itself to the botanical interest, the wine interest, and what we've grown most prominently is our event program. So we have concerts every Sunday night during the summer to take advantage of the great weather, get people out. It is an adult environment, but adults love to leave their kids at home, have a picnic, enjoy a glass of wine. We've added a couple of signature events. One of them that has grown to 50 artists from the Pacific Northwest. We add music and wine, and it's called Art and Glass Fest, usually the third weekend in August. And it's just an amazing event where we attract about 3,000 visitors over a 2-day period.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
And you just said another event?
Well, the thing we're adding this season is we're bringing the symphony up here for a soiree on the edge, it's going to be called, and it'll be at the beginning of June. And we've always felt like wine, food, and music are just a perfect mix, and so we feel that we want to add these signature events every year as we grow.
Well, I know. I mean, just a quick run through people. I mean, this is an amazing events facility, wedding facility. Voted as one of the best places to pop the question.
That's right.
Voted as one of the best places to get married. In my opinion, it's one of the best places just to have a picnic. It's just, and you'll see some of the footage that I've probably already shown over top of us talking of the grounds. But you know, when you're talking about wine, obviously that's what we're here for, kind of wine, right? And that's what Arbor Crest should be known for. What do you guys want to bring to and bring to the table for Washington wine? What types of quality or product are you trying to get?
I think our goal is really to bring something that's affordable that you can enjoy more frequently than once a year. And our passion and our interest to make a great product and a great wine is probably one of the things that we strive for every day. Not only personally, but for our staff as well. They're here, they want everybody to come up and have a great experience and enjoy not only Arbor Crest, but Washington wines. Because Washington has over 650 wineries now. We were one of the 29th founded winery, so amazing growth in the 27 plus years that we've been in business.
That's phenomenal. Case production's at about 20,000 right now, and we were talking about some next steps for the events facility and your wine. What do you have around the corner in the next 5 years, the 5-year plan? You seem very goal-driven. You've got it all lined out. I'm sure you've got a 5-year plan for Arbor Crest.
I think the unique thing about the wine industry is nothing happens overnight. We've been here 10, 11 years, and it takes time to transition. Our growth as we look out is we want more of a year-round facility. Our facility as it is now is predominantly outdoors. So ultimately we want to have a larger tasting space that will accommodate some larger groups, and the traffic that we get up here is around 30,000+ visitors a year. So a fairly significant number of visitors. We hope that we can take advantage of some of the winter time during the year and have an event facility that will accommodate 350 people, as well as some kitchen components so that we can have guest chef up here and entertain and do some fun things that you might find in California.
Well, I thank you so much for your time. I really appreciate it, and I always like to tell people that life is meant to be enjoyed with friends. Fantastic place in the summer or the winter to come up here, bring some friends up, bring some family up, and enjoy a bottle or two of Arbor Crest wine. So thank you so much for having me out. Cheers.
Cheers.
Drink happy.